I turned my camera on.
I've been calm the entire time.
What did you just tell me a minute ago?
I told you go fuck yourself.
No, and what else?
Eat a dick.
Yes. Yes. And this dog, tied down to nothing, license plate.
I told you go fuck yourself.
No, and what else?
Eat a dick.
Yes.
That guy was an asshole. The story to the situation, I live in the country. I was driving into town to run some errands, and I was on Browns Valley Parkway here in Vacaville, California. And I see this big white truck going over the overpass by Petco and the newer Travis Credit Union, heading towards Harbison Drive area. And there's this big white truck just whipping through lanes. And this is not a freeway. This is, in town. You got stop signs, traffic lights, four-way intersections, So this guy's weaving in and out, cutting people off, not using his signals. So, of course, he caught my attention, and I see his back windshield, and there is a Chihuahua in the bed of this big white truck standing on top of something. And so I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Do my eyes deceive me? Don't tell me that this asshole is driving around with a Chihuahua just on top of something in the bed of his truck, not tied down. Excuse me. So I'm hoping that I'm just tripping. But, my gut is telling me, get behind this asshole. Figure this shit out. So I'm watching him weave through traffic, cut people off, and I am watching the dog, and the dog is just swaying. And so I'm like, so I speed up. I start cutting people off. I get behind him. Sure enough, I get a closer view. It's a small Chihuahua, a toy breed, standing on top of a dog crate. There was no tie out. The dog was not tied down to nothing. It was just standing on top of the crate, swaying like this. Every time that the guy cut somebody off to get into another lane, the dog's swaying. So I, of course, go into defense mode. I love animals. I start laying on my horn and, motioning my hand like this, pull over. I'm not screaming or cussing or anything. I just wanted the guy to pull over so that I could talk to him. What the hell is he thinking? Why is he doing this? What is his answer? What is his excuse going to be? So it's going on for about 4 minutes of me laying on my horn, pull over, all that shit. The guy finally pulls over into the Target and Safeway complex. I don't know if it's on Harbison Drive or right near Harbison Drive. So he pulls in right by Big 5 Sporting Goods, and he drives all the way to Tropical Looks Spa and Sally Beauty Supply. And he gets out of his truck. So does his wife. So does his daughter. And I get out of my car. And he didn't run at me, but he rushed me, like power walk rushed me. So I got very defensive. I started screaming, "Don't touch me, get your hands out of my face." People start coming out of Sally Beauty Supply, Tropical Day Looks, Safeway. I don't even know all the stores that people were coming out of, but I was completely ganged up on. There was crowds of people calling me a whore, a slut, a bitch, telling me to shut the fuck up. People saying, "Fuck that bitch, shut that bitch up." I think I was even called a tweaker once or twice. I was completely disrespected by a very large crowd of people. Not one person was on my side to defend that little Chihuahua. I was the only one. So I was completely disrespected. I was completely ganged up on, which I'm not afraid of that or anything. All I wanted to do was get this guy to pull over so that I could explain to him This is illegal what you're doing. Are you aware of this, or are you just not aware? Or are you just an asshole and you don't care? So he ran at me. His wife is cussing at me. He's cussing at me. As I said, I started screaming because he got in my face and was doing this with his hands in my face. I got afraid that he was going to hit me. So I reacted by screaming. And I asked him, I said, what are you doing? He told me to eat a dick and to go fuck myself, as you saw and heard on the clip before this. His wife had the audacity to tell me not to cuss after she just got done telling me that I'm a stupid fucking bitch. Shut the fuck up. I'm a joke. I'm ridiculous. So, you know, then she says to me, what are you going to do when the police get here and don't do anything? I said, well, for one, the police aren't going to come here and not do anything. They're going to come here and they're going to tell you the same thing that I've said, which I told the guy. I said, look, I don't want to involve any cops in this. I don't want to call the authorities. I would like to squash this between me and you on our own. This is not the 1980s, and this is not the 1990s. It's 2017. Things have changed, especially with animal rules and laws and regulations, sections, codes. It's all changed. I explained to him that driving around with a dog like this, a toy breed, which he tried to argue with me that it's not a toy breed. A Chihuahua is a toy breed. I said, you know, maybe if this was 1989 and you were driving around your cattle dog, your Queensland Heeler in the bed of your truck like that, not tied out, that would have been fine. It's 2017, May 2017 to be exact. Times have changed. You cannot do that. There are chain laws, there are leash laws, there are tie-out laws. So, two Vacaville police officers, they came and addressed the situation. It was a young male and a young female from the Vacaville Police Department. They were very friendly. They were very nice. They told the guy pretty much exactly what I told him. And they said to either put the dog in the cab of your truck with you or put the dog in the dog crate and latch the gate. They didn't put the dog in the bed of the truck. They put the dog in the dog crate that was in the bed, and they latched the crate door. Then they were, oh, poor baby's all hot and thirsty. It just, your typical asshole people, just assholes. So, what I told them, I was right. They didn't want to listen to me. So, I had to call somebody that they would listen to, which was the Vacaville Police Department. I'm glad I did. I was right. They were wrong. And then when they got told to put their dog either in the crate or the bed of the truck, after I had already told them, you know, pick one. You have two choices here before I call the police. Put it in the cab or put it in the crate and latch the door. Two choices, or I'm calling the police. That's why I called the police. He didn't do either. He just kept telling me to eat a dick, which is really disgusting to talk to me like that. Also, with your pubescent teenage daughter standing around there, and her mother's cussing at me. It's a real trashy family. But anywho, I just wanted to give my video a summary as to exactly what happened. Here's my story. I'm finally going to put it on YouTube. You can share this. I don't really care. I'm hoping that somebody might see this guy again doing the same thing that I saw him doing, and maybe we'll call the police on him, and maybe he won't get a warning next time. Maybe it won't be a slap on the wrist. Maybe he will get fined. Maybe he'll get some jail time for animal cruelty, animal abuse. I don't really care, but I do want this to go, you know, somewhat viral, so that in case this does happen again, that man, you know, might get that dog taken away, and maybe the dog can be rehomed with somebody that loves animals like myself. Just awareness. a Chihuahua. You don't do that. It's not okay. My name is Jody, and I love animals, and I am their voice. Thank you.